So my name is Antoine. I actually got kicked out of this school in the 6th grade like 30 years ago. Time flies, oh my God, I can't hardly believe it. The next year I actually got suspended. I dropped out in the 7th grade. Ended up getting in the streets, doing everything under the sun, a lot of stuff I ain't proud of. You know, hanging around with the wrong people, making some the wrong decisions. Ended up resulting in going to prison for 10 years. In prison, I decided I need to do something different with my life because I kind of throw it away at this point. So I ended up going back to school and getting a bachelor's degree in business management with a concentration in marketing. So now I want to kind of put fill in a few gaps, because my goal today, if I could just alter one person's perspective in here today to make you understand and realize how important this time of your life is so important, and education is definitely important. What I did. Oh, okay. So I do want to tell y'all, it's no such thing as a dumb question. So as we move through it in the next few minutes that we got, if you got a question, I definitely want to answer it. So one of the most important things that I really want y'all to know, I ain't have to be here, and I ain't come to lecture. I came to save somebody today. I came to let you see that if you don't take control of your actions, take responsibility, and make the right decisions, where you're gonna end up ain't good. So the first thing I want to talk to y'all about, it's a such thing called the school to prison pipeline. This is a real thing. It's been researched. It's not how they talked about. And this don't matter who it is. Anybody can get it. If you want to be the class clown, you want to skip class, you want to smoke weed, you want to be disrespectful to the teachers, they make more money off of sending people to prison than they do having you in the classroom. The system is designed for the people that want to be class clowns, fall behind, they building a prison bed for you. So I'm gonna kind of bounce around with this story because some of it kind of go with the other. So I was kicked out of school because I didn't want to listen. I thought I had it figured out. I was at this school, you know, we come from elementary school where everything, you don't got no freedom. You come to Marshall, they give you freedom. And I lived down the road at the time, so I walked to school, and I was kind of big, so I was a bully. So, you know, I definitely, I made some decisions that I wouldn't advise my kids or nobody else's kids. So I ended up getting kicked out. Long story short, I ended up going to prison. When I get out of prison, I get my degree. I figure out that I asked myself a real question. You know, I got a degree, now what I'm gonna do? So I took a week long just to think about it. And I'm like, man, I wanna bring impact. Where can I bring the most impact if money ain't had nothing to do with it? So I said, man, I realized that in middle school, I was a little lost. So I said, I realized that it's a lot of lost middle schoolers that really hanging out with the wrong people, being class clowns, you know, ain't having respect for the teachers. I said, you know where I could bring the most impact? I could bring the most impact to middle schools. Middle schoolers are the ones that need to hear this lesson the most because y'all at a crossroads right now. Depending on decisions you make today, it's gonna all depend on where you're gonna turn out to be tomorrow. And after me making it all the way through to go to prison and making it back, I realized that I knew nothing about the school to prison pipeline. So my goal is, for one, to inform you about the school to prison pipeline. My second goal is to tell you how we can avoid it. And if I got anything to do with it, I want to let you know what I've been through, so maybe you can make some different decisions in your life. Because I guarantee you, if you make the wrong decision, they're building a bed for you right now. This for every man, boy, girl. It don't matter what race, white, black, or Spanish, they making a bed for you right now. So one of the biggest components that they determine that if they're gonna build a bed for you, is they're gonna realize if you can read past the 8th grade level. So if your reading level is less than the 8th grade level, they automatically build a bed for you. And they know that if you can't read to an 8th grade level, you're gonna eventually drop out of school. They definitely securing your bed for you. So as I go through prison, I realize that 75% of people in prison don't got high school diplomas. So I realized that it's a direct correlation between education and people going to prison. So instead of me being part of the problem, I say, you know what? I want to be part of the solution. If I could wake somebody up to make you realize that your education is important, because if you don't get your education, it's going to determine where you end up at, that's what I want to do. And I really think everybody I speak to today, y'all the special ones. I can't speak to the whole school. It's only 0.1% of people who did what I did, and I don't want my past to be your future. I made the mistake. I made some bad decisions. I was trying to impress the wrong people. I was disrespectful to the teachers. I didn't listen. I was doing everything I ain't had no business, to where I ended up getting kicked out, and I ended up on a nasty cycle that ended me up in prison. I know sometimes people don't think it'll happen to you, but it'll happen to any one of us. This is a real thing. If you ever have time to look at it, I want everybody to look at the school to prison pipeline. My main goal is to disrupt the school to prison pipeline.
Andrea's going home.
Who?
Andrea.
Andrea?
Mr. Coleman.
Oh, okay.
So the biggest thing I see how we gonna interrupt the school to prison pipeline, we gotta take education more serious. And when I say we, is because I made it to a certain point and I realized that if I didn't have this, it had too many barriers. So I realized that I had to go ahead and focus and go back and get the education, because guess what? I was so far gone to the point where it was easy for me to say, you know what, I ain't worried about that. But I said, you know what, I got kids coming up. I got other people, kids that look up to me, and I'm pro-education, and I want everybody to understand the importance of education. It's imperative that we get education. It's imperative that we focus on education. Education is so important. I already know some of y'all saying, man, some of the stuff they teach us, we ain't gonna never need that. I think we need to look at it a little bit deeper. One of the biggest things I learned about going to school, I had to learn how to learn again. So we go through middle school and it's building blocks. You got the teachers teaching you different subjects, but they showing you how you can get into fractions and you don't know nothing about it, or you can get into exponents, don't know nothing about it. And if you get the framework right, guess what? At the end of the semester, you figured it out. So with that understanding, that means whatever we focus on, we can overcome it. I taught school and prison for 6 years, and one of the most rewarding things I had faced is, helping people that was older than me understand fractions. They didn't even know fractions. It was a good feeling, but just think about how sad it is at the same time. So I'm sitting there and I'm doing time, and don't get me wrong, the biggest thing I'm going through, I left some 4-year-old kids out here, and they going through the world, they going through it without me, and I'm over there, I'm out of control, I got no control, and if I would have listened, I wouldn't have been here, but now I'm here and I got to deal with it. But one of the biggest problems I see that, if 75% of people in prison don't got high school diploma, that means if we can tackle the problem at a middle school level and let people realize how important education really is, we can avoid that. So I kind of made a commitment to my life, say, you know what? Man, as I was making this journey through middle school, a lot of people that tried to say certain things, they didn't understand what I was going through. But I can sit here and say, I understand what you're going through. My daddy was on crack. We was poor. My mama worked 2 jobs. She was never home. We didn't really have much to eat. Sometimes we went to sleep with nothing to eat. I had 1 pair of shoes. I'm a big boy. I walked up out of my shoes and my feet was stinking. I don't know what. I was embarrassed. My mama told me it was cheaper. She hit me with, I'd rather clothe you than feed you. I didn't understand what she was saying. Because the food bill was real. It was 5 of us. I'm the only boy. So, again, I'm gonna repeat, my mission is to offer somebody a different perspective. I can't make nobody do nothing, but like I said, if I would have had somebody that understood what I was going through, understood that, I was angry because, my mama was a single parent. My mama I didn't feel like she knew what I was going through. I was over here trying to,
Fabian?
I wanted to become a man, but my daddy wasn't around. He was on crack cocaine running the streets. So I just want you to know, like, I really get where, everybody don't come from the perfect circumstances, but it don't matter where you come from. It ain't about how you start, it's how you finish. So whatever you're going through right now, I want to let you know you can overcome everything. You can manifest where you want to go. Your mama might not can take you there. Your mama probably took you further she could take you. Now it's your responsibility where you're going to go. Your daddy might have didn't know what to tell you. I went through my situation. I asked God the whole time, why me? It ain't started working until I went to ask him, why not me? He made me realize that everything I went through, it wasn't even for me. It's because I knew at some point in time I was gonna get a platform like I got today, and I was gonna make the most out of it. I was gonna be able to tell young people that I sat in these same seats y'all sitting in right now, and I made some bad decisions. I don't want you to make the same decisions I made. I don't want you to go down the road I went down. It was lonely sitting in that cell. It was scary when you see people get stabbed. I've been in gang fights, had to fight 6, 7 people. It's all fun and games till you get there. It's all fun and games. When all the people who you think that you've been trying to impress, they ain't there no more. I want y'all to look around. Most people you see in this room right now, when y'all leave middle school, y'all won't see them no more. So my question is, if you ain't gonna see them no more, why are you spending so much time trying to impress them? Most people you see in this room right now, once y'all get out of middle school, y'all won't even see each other no more. Everybody's life going a different area. It comes a time where you gotta take responsibility for you. Listen, mama probably brought you further she could bring you. She showed you everything she could. So guess who it's up to now? It's up to you. And then we got to realize, especially when you're this age, man, some of the stuff you do is gonna fall back on your parents. Did anybody see what's happening in Chicago right now? What happened in Chicago?
Those kids attacked that poor lady and her kids.
What they doing to them right now?
They get a discipline.
No, they going to jail.
They going to jail, and the parents going to jail
Yeah.
too. So now with that being said, we got to understand that sometimes the decisions we make, it's going to affect our people. Yes, ma'am.
Why the parents go to jail?
They say the parents going to get jail for neglect because they should have been home telling these kids that ain't no way y'all should be jumping on a pregnant lady.
Didn't the mom tell the school your child bothering?
The mom had already reported it and they didn't do nothing about it.
And so because somebody said something, by the way, that's why we tell you how to tell someone when they bother you, say no. You say no to them. Don't be scared, tell them no. And then tell your teacher, I told them to stop. We'll document it. You may be spending a whole lot of time. One dude went to jail. He said, I beat the case for going to jail, but when I got to jail, I had to survive, and I killed 3 people, so I'm never getting out of prison. Some of y'all may go there and beat what you went there for, but once you get there, you're gonna meet some people you could never want to meet.
Yes. Prison is one of the most dangerous places on the face of the earth, mentally and physically. Your sanity they're gonna attack your sanity, they're gonna attack you physically, and the most emotionally, man, it's gonna beat you down. It's so much better to wake up now and realize, make a decision about where you going now, because if you don't, they're gonna make it for you. That's why I'm here today. It's some people that real deal, like the girl, I know her mama for real, and some of y'all might know me. My story ain't even no secret. I just got to put my story out there because what I've been through, I understand. I get it. I was able to overcome it, but 0.1% of people did what I did. I don't advise nobody go with those odds right there. 0.1% of people quit school and middle school, go to prison, and come back and get a bachelor's degree in business. That's a less than 1% chance. You could call me the chosen one, but I don't advise nobody. I don't want my past to be your future. So I realized that something that's really going rampant right now, and I want to speak on it, it's respect. Man, we at a time right now, a lot of people don't even want to deal with young people because y'all so disrespectful. I refuse personally to give up and just throw the towel in on everybody because I feel like I'm one of the ones that the path that you think you want to go through, I really live that life. I really been through that. I really got through it. And I'm just telling you, that ain't the way you want to go. So when we think about respect, respect ain't owed to nobody. You earn respect. And it started off with respecting yourself. It's almost like the golden rule, do unto others as you want done unto you. So it's so important that, as we make our journey through life, we really embody the fact that respect is a huge one. Respect gonna take you far. I know it seems like it's a foreign topic nowadays, but respect is so essential to the process. And it's one of the things that if we don't know it, we need to learn it. We need to ask about it. This ain't saying that, this talk right here don't mean life gonna be easy. But if you know where you're going, you know how to get back on track. If you know where you're going and what you got to do, you know that every time you fall, you're gonna have to get back up. And something else I really want to touch on, man. I want everybody to realize how many people got younger sisters or brothers. Just about the whole room. So that means you're a leader. Your younger sister or brother looking up to you. So now you got to ask yourself, what you gonna show them? You gonna show them how to be disrespectful? You gonna show them how to be a quitter? You ain't gonna finish school? Or you gonna show them how to get determined? You may be the first person to go to college. I'm the first male to graduate in my family. Nobody could show me how to go to college. Nobody ever did it. My daughter, she seen me do it. She at FAMU right now. And her odds of going to prison was 90th percentile. Her daddy was in prison. Her mama was in prison. So it's no matter about where you start at. It's about how you finish. But the big thing I want you to see that when you got younger sisters and brothers, you got to pave the way. Everybody that have a chance to hear this message today, I hold y'all to the highest standard. I can't speak to the whole school. I wish I could. I wish I could, because it ain't too many people making it back from the journey I had to go on. But if you make the bad decisions, you're gonna end up in some of the places I've been. I don't want it for neither one of y'all. You got sisters, you got brothers. Some of y'all gonna have kids one day. And it's time for you to realize that you're gonna have to set the example for them. It don't matter if you didn't have the perfect examples growing up, because your mama probably took you as further as she wanted to. Your big brother might have took you as further as he could. And you might have to break the generational curses. It may start with you. You may ain't come from a millionaire family, but don't mean a millionaire family can't come from you. Can y'all understand what I'm saying? Everybody get it? So one of the things I realized, how much time we got left? How much time? 16 minutes? Okay. So one of the things I realized that as I've been on this journey for 42 years, and I'm gonna try to give it to you in less than 5 minutes. It's a certain attitude that you got to adopt to be able to have the mental fortitude to get through some of the stuff that you're gonna encounter. Yes, sir. You raising your hand back there? Oh. So I noticed that it was a certain mentality that I had to adopt to be able to overcome everything that was meant to destroy me. And I think it's the perfect framework that if I would have had it then, I could have stood on a better leg to make better decisions then. So I got a saying, I call it Be Great. Be Great is an acronym. Does anybody know what an acronym is?
No.
Back there, what's the acronym?
It's like, it's multiple words, but it's.
You said it exactly. So just to elaborate on what he said. So an acronym is one word, but each letter breaks down to another word. So Be Great is a word, but Be Great actually breaks down into other words. So one, you're going to have to believe. You're going to have to believe that you're bigger than your environment. Your zip code is not your future. You're going to have to believe in you. Nobody may not believe in you, but you're going to have to believe in yourself. A lot of people ain't going to believe in you. They're going to have to see it. You're going to have to show them. They may not celebrate you. You know what's the craziest thing? People celebrated me when I got out of prison. When I graduated from college, there was nobody there to celebrate. So sometimes even when you're doing the right thing, you got to believe, you got to know within your heart you're doing the right thing and stay focused. Everybody ain't gonna celebrate the good, but they'll try to wrap you up in that bad. You're gonna have to endure, push through the pain. Excuses only cost you opportunity. 0 excuses, 100% accountability. 0 excuses, 100% accountability. We ain't making no excuses. We being accountable for everything we do. You're gonna have to endure. You're gonna have to push through. And just know this too shall pass. It's a better day coming. You're gonna have to grind with intention, put effort in what elevates you, your grades, discipline, and self-respect. You're gonna have to put the work in. It ain't gonna just come to you. It ain't gonna drop on you. It's a grind. And it's your responsibility. It's no teacher responsibility, it's your responsibility. Remember, they rather see you in prison than see you in school. They make more money off you. So with us knowing that, we gotta stay focused on education. You gotta grind. Whatever puts you in a better situation. Resilience, bounce back stronger every time. Your comeback is proof of your power. You're gonna fall 99, but you got to get up 100. Anytime you see somebody successful, just knowing you look at them and say their life was full of failures. That's the only way they get there. If it don't kill you, it only make you stronger. You got to get up and fight back harder. It ain't about how you start, it's how you finish. You got to educate. This got to be my most favorite one of all. Commit to learning. Knowledge levels you up. Levels you up everywhere you go. Knowledge is the new money. Knowledge gonna separate us. Knowledge gonna the more you learn, the more you earn. Statistics. I actually brought the statistic. Statistics say people that drop out of high school earn about $900,000 a year. People that graduate high school earn about 1.3 million. People that graduate with a bachelor's degree from college, they earn over $2 million in their lifespan. So directly correlated, the people that ain't been to college, they don't know the opportunities that open up once you go. So the more you learn, the more you earn. Education is so important. I'm so pro education ain't even funny. I'm a 7th grade dropout. I went back and got a bachelor's degree because I see how monumental it is. And I went back to get it, not because I want to go get a corporate job, because I knew when I stand before you today, I want to say, if I could do it, you could do it. Everybody in this room, you got a decision to make right now. Whatever you put your mind to, you can overcome. It's so important. It's so important to understand the benefits of education and apply yourself. I'm one of them. I quit school in 7th grade. Guess what? I got to read it 8 times to understand it. But I'm going to read it now, one for me. So whatever you got to do to overcome whatever hurdles you may be facing in education, let's go ahead and get it now. Don't wait till it's too late, because a lot of people don't make it back. It's so much beneficial to learn and see the value in education now. The more you learn, the more you earn. Can everybody understand that? And on top of, remember, we got young people looking at us, and whatever you do, they gonna do. If you drop out, they gonna drop out. If you go on to college and get your degree or whatever, guess what? They gonna follow suit too. Adapt. Be willing to pivot, change, innovate, and adjust no matter the situation. AI taught us more than anything. AI just came to shape the world in a way that it'll never be the same again. The people that ain't been working jobs for years and years, some of them lost their job. If they ain't ready to adapt, guess what? You'll be broke. In order to have growth, you gotta have change. In order to have growth, you gotta have change. Change is a part of the process. Who you are today, I shouldn't see you next year this time for you the same person. You should be bigger, better, smarter. Transform. Transform your one decision today can rewrite your whole life, from setback to comeback to breakthrough. You're not 2 decisions away from a messed up life. You're 1 bad decision away from it. You're 1 bad decision away. I sat in prison, and the dude that slept in my head, he been locked up since he was 18 years old. He had 6 life sentences. He was never going home. He been down 20 years. The dude that slept on my right side, he was a minor when they sentenced him. He was about 15. He been down 25 years, and he got a life sentence. The dude on my right side got 55 years. I said, God, why am I here? I had 10 years, and I was halfway done with my sentence. Why am I here? I don't know at that time I was going to be able to stand before you today and tell you, look here, this ain't where you want to go. There's some people really getting lost in the prison system. I don't know that I'm going to be able to stand here today and tell you that the problem I see is these people ain't got no education, and these people got lost in the prison system. You get your education, you can avoid it. If some people ain't going to make it back, and my whole goal is to disrupt the school-to-prison pipeline. And if I can tell you the most honest thing is, you got to be serious about your education. We got any questions before we go? How many minutes we got left? 9 minutes. That's gonna give me 9 minutes to expound on this a little bit more. Cause I wanna beat this one home here, y'all.
Hey, Diego.
So, yes, ma'am.
What did you do while you were in jail?
That's a good question. I prayed for my sanity. I suffered a lot of depression. Because so many people have kids and they leave them out here, and it's like I got to watch them go through struggles while I sit there and I can't do nothing about it. But I was determined to overcome it, so guess what? I read every day. I read every day, I prayed every day. And I cried at night. I cried every night. I cried so much till I cried out to God. I told God, like, why put me through this? And I always asked God, why me? And it was like, it came to a point like this, why not me? I studied. I knew that if I was gonna have a chance at life and not get stuck in this prison system, I was gonna have to completely change my life. I was gonna have to do some different things to get some different results. But the thing about it, the journey I took, a lot of people didn't take. They play basketball, play cards all day, they waste their time. And a lot of people that end up in the system end up right back within 3 years. It's a very dangerous place. People lose themselves. So one of the things I want y'all to remember that if we don't learn to read past the 8th grade level, they building a prison bed for you. They build prisons today based on the reading level. So if you don't remember nothing I tell you today, I just want you to take your education so serious. If you don't hear nothing else I say today, because I know I said a lot and you ain't gonna remember it all. The one thing I want you to understand, and I want you to know I mean this, I ain't got to be here, but I want y'all to know that I came back because I really care for y'all. I don't want to see not one of y'all go through what I went through. Sometimes I think about it and I could just start crying. And it ain't even for me, it's because what my kids had to go through and what the society coming to. And how many young brothers I seen lost in there, man. I seen so many young brothers lost in there, it ain't even funny. But it ain't, I was just on the men's side, but it ain't just men. I told you my daughter mama was in prison too. It's men and women getting lost in there. So if it's only one thing I want y'all to take from this, education is the most important thing. That's the most advantageous obstacle that you're gonna have to overcome. I ain't saying everything gonna be easy, but you're gonna have to make it happen. Yes, sir.
That school to prison pipeline. Did y'all understand what he said about that?
What did you say?
In the last class you explained, you went into like with how they build them and how much your value in prison versus your value in school.
I just
I don't know if they heard, because you know, like when you can go about 5 times. Tell them again.
Yeah. So the school to prison pipeline. So they spend $12,000 to send you to school. They make $115,000 to send you to prison. So the school to prison pipeline is designed to saying that, okay, I got her. She want to be a problems child. We got a bunch of students in here. She want to have all these outbursts. We gonna suspend you. We suspend you one time. We gonna say, little Sarah here. Your name is Sarah. I'm just using this for example. So I'm gonna say, little Sarah here want to be a problem. So guess what? We kick her out. She never make it to an 8th grade level. She get kicked out of school. Her chance of going to prison is 90%. For everybody get kicked out of school, they build a bed for you. They already, the first time you get suspended, they already planning on your bed. They rather see you in prison than see you graduate from high school. These statistics. Anybody have a chance, pull up school to prison pipeline. It's not talked about on the news because they don't want us to know about this. And I'm really touching the top of it. When you read it, it's gonna blow your mind, really. It's gonna blow your mind.
I like the fact that you talk about reading.
Reading,
Read. If you can't read, you going to prison. Y'all, some of y'all been in reading classes since you were early enough to walk. And you're still in the same class because you won't pick up a book. Just know they got a bed for you.
everybody that don't make it to an 8th grade reading level, they're making a bed for you. And statistics prove that
We'll leave in
when
3
you
minutes.
can't read to an 8th grade level, you're going to prison. This statistical. This ain't me talking. It's all online. That's the end of it.
Yeah, we have
Hey, I
to-
wish everybody good luck on your journey and just be great.
Hey, thank you.
Did that. And you said it all the time.
Oh, you was watching